From dark jungles and deep swamps, dense forests, and hidden laboratories around the world. Primal rage, high-tech circuitry, servos, blood, flesh and sinew, creatures and beings, automatons, mysteries never before dreamed. And nightmares never before viewed. Come now and join us for Creepies and Beep Beeps. Hey guys, and welcome to, you guessed it, Creepy and Beep Beeps. And today I got these guys in the background because there was no background that worked real well. This show deals with the weird and the unusual, and today I'm going to deal with something very unusual. Dungeons and Dragons Gelatinous Cube. Got this on sale, of course. The original one was not worth that price tag. And here you go. I mean, it says it has 14 accessories. Pretty decent sized thing here, but that's what she said. Anyway, let's take a look at it. Now, for those not familiar, a gelatinous cube is a thing in Dungeons and Dragons. I'll explain more in just a moment when I get it out of the box. Alright, so here is the gelatinous cube. Now, I did assemble it off camera, mostly because it was just difficult to put together. I'm going to be straight up about that. And it would have been a bunch of me grunting and pushing panels together. But I will say, first and foremost, and you can get that from this, I will say this is a lot cheaper plastic than I expected. Now, gelatinous cube, I'm sure you're wondering, wait a minute, why are there bones and metal and stuff just all around it? Well, the nature of a gelatinous cube is, it's a cube, and it can eat skin, meat, organs, but not bones, metal, and all that stuff. And it sits there, and it just kind of catches people off guard. It can move, but it moves very slowly. This thing here, these are flimsy. It's supposed to be a bone of some sort. It said it had 14 accessories, and I thought it would be really cool if you could take the accessories off and then mess with them. This is terrible. There's no way you could give that to a figure. Now, the kind of cool aspect, and again, this plastic is much cheaper than I thought it would be. This was originally $32, and I'm like, why? There's nothing. I mean, it is hollow on the inside, as you can see. And reason being, I'm trying to find a figure here. Hold on. I had one out and I've lost it. Oh, we're just going to play around with Black Panther today. Okay, so what you can do is, as you see, Black Panther, and I'm posing them up, getting them ready to be trapped in the gelatinous cube. And let me see if I can figure out which way he's supposed to go. I think this way. Yeah, so, oh god, that's so bad. Okay, so, well, it's supposed to be a different brand of figure, but still, I mean, it's just, it doesn't hold very well at all. Anyway, you just put the top on, and there you can see Black Panther is trapped within the gelatinous cube. But you can see the ring around him, so it's not really that it matters much. It's kind of weird. Yeah, I mean, this is really disappointing. I got it for $15, and I think it's overpriced there because, you know, I thought that feature would be really neat to trap a figure inside the gelatinous cube, but no. It's kind of stupid. I mean, I'll be honest about it. It's kind of stupid. It's stupid looking. It's very cheaply made, and none of this stuff is useful off of the cube itself. I mean, like this axe, you know, I mean, you could possibly get some use out of it, but it's not really that useful. This is one of those things. It's just like, think Indiana Jones, man. Think that line. I mean, this is the same thing they did with the Indiana Jones line. They just kind of phoned it in, and it never really felt like they really wanted to go anywhere with it. And I think this is proof. And you know, and I hate to shit on people's work, but you know what? This isn't good. I mean, this plastic is terrible. This is cheap. You can tell. I mean, no wonder this didn't sell. I saw it, and I was like, when I first time I saw it, I was like, ooh, that's kind of cool. And then I saw the price tag. I'm like, you're fucking kidding me. It's just it's a block, dude. Even at 15, I think it's overpriced. So, I mean, you know, that's my opinion. And I like gelatinous cubes. I mean, I've played them in I've DM'd and used them in D&D many, many times. And yeah, this is highly disappointing. Highly disappointing. This should have been so much better. Really should have. I mean, what are you gonna do? I mean, this is kind of, but it personifies what happened with the Dungeons and Dragons line to me. It's like, you hear it, oh, great idea. Let's get that. And, you know, a lot of people say, well, you know, Dungeons and Dragons people are not action figure people. Dude, they play with miniatures. Yes, they are. They would love to get really good creatures and monsters that weren't overpriced. And as I've gone through this Dungeons and Dragons line, a lot of them are overpriced. Even the ones that seem reasonable are overpriced. And therein lies the first problem, is the price tags on these things. I mean, this should never been 35 bucks. This cheap ass plastic prison should never have gone that high. And I mean, I see people defending this shit all the time. You don't know what it costs to make a toy. Well, I can say this much. I guarantee you, there is about as much plastic put into this as this. And this is much better than that. So, that's where I stand on it. I mean, it's a good idea. If the accessories were usable, that would have made it a better value. But they're not. They're just flimsy little things that I don't think a figure could hold. I mean, it would be like getting an accessory pack for free. You know, and a lot of them are damaged anyway. I mean, you know, you have this one that's half ate up. This shield. You know, this satchel that looks like it got at a yard sale. I mean, you know, you got to think about these things. I mean, what look are you going for? And, you know, I could get a translucent prism like this. Yeah, okay, there's going to be some flaws, but this is pretty bad. This could have been such a better value and such a better item, but it wasn't. It's just kind of meh. So this is highly disappointing to me. Even at that lower price point, it's highly disappointing. That's all I can really think to say. I mean, it's just going to be repeating. Highly disappointing. It's not the toy I would have imagined as a gelatinous cube. It's just cheap. It's very cheaply done. Not fun. And that's really it right there. I mean, it's nothing more than that. It's just cheaply done and should be done better. You know, that's it. That's all. Nothing more, nothing less. Well, that will wrap up this episode of Creepies and Beep Beeps. An unusual one because we just went to something pretty weird. I do realize, but that's what belongs here is weird, as attested by the beep beeps in the background. But anyway, thank you so much for watching, and you guys take care.